Going upstairs. Bum, bum. Hey peeps, what's up? What's up? What's up? Just getting situated today. Today is gonna be very less produced and put together. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I just woke up from a nap. I was so tired and I didn't want to cancel on y'all. So here I am, fresh out of my nap, ready to talk. How's y'all Sunday going? Is it good? Happy Father's Day, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all are mamas out there, but everybody has a father, so hope you guys enjoyed today with your fam. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm sorry, I'm trying to find good light. Y'all, we just we just got a new apartment. So I'm so happy because we are in this place right now that we really don't like, honestly. So we just finally got a unit, and so we'll be moving in like a month. But yeah, right now our place is kind of a mess because just everything is all over the place. Thanks. I'm sitting in front of a window, so that's why the lighting is good right now. Sorry again, you guys, for those popping on. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm still waking up. I got my little coffee here, my little iced coffee, so I can wake up. Hey. No, Sunday naps are the worst, okay? Let me tell you why. Because I never want to get up. Have y'all seen have y'all seen those pictures of little kids or dogs or cats that just wake up and they have the most still face ever? That is the mood that I'm in right now. I was like, ugh, exactly. The getting up from a nap is the worst for me. Because I love my sleep. I love my sleep so much. So it was a struggle, but I was like, you know what? I told them that I was going to be on live today, so I got to stick to that. How did we spend Father's Day? So if you guys don't know, Mark is a father. He has a 7-year-old daughter, and she lives in New York, so she's not here with us, but we just hung out. We made brunch earlier. Well, I guess technically it was breakfast because we really didn't make anything lunch wise, but we invited a couple of our friends over and we made Mark made cereal crusted French toast. So he made me Fruity Pebbles crusted French toast, and then he made Rice Krispie covered French toast, some eggs, sausage. We had mimosas. It was cool. It was awesome. Of course, you can't do brunch without mimosas, even though, like I said, it really wasn't brunch. It was more we just ate breakfast at 1 in the afternoon instead of in the morning. So yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading y'all's comments. No, the French toast though, y'all, if you haven't seen it, I posted on Snapchat. I ate that so fast. It was so good. I'm definitely gonna have to get Mark to do a cooking video with me or something on my channel, because he really is low-key a beast. Not low-key, but low-key he is a beast, because his head is already big, so I don't want to pump his head up too much. But y'all, he really can cook. What did you give your father for Father's Day? I just ordered him edible arrangements. Me and my sister did. His birthday is in May, the end of May, so we always do one actual gift and one kind of halfway gift because it's so close together. So for his birthday though, at the end of May, we got him this like it's like a liquor set. Well, it's not a liquor, it's like more like, you know how those like glass crystal bottles that people hold like bourbon and scotch and stuff in? Well, he has like a big bar at his house, and we got him like a set, and we got his initials engraved in it and stuff, so he loved that. So that's what we got him for his birthday. And then just for today, we just got him some edible arrangements. It's kind of hard when me and my sister both live like across the country from our dad, so we just have to do, you know. And then we literally just saw him last weekend at home in Texas, so it was kind of like not a big deal for us today. But I got Mark. I just got him like a little Starbucks gift card, a really nice card. And a couple other things, but yeah, it was just little small stuff. Just spending time really is what we just did today. Let me see what y'all. Okay. Thanks y'all. My hair is kind of like the result of me not wanting to do it yesterday. So when I got done working out, I had washed my hair and then I just braided it up. I just used the Carol's Daughter Prakashi curl cream and the gel to set my hair, and then I took it out. I had it in all day yesterday, last night, and then I took it out today, and here we are. I mean, it's not the most perfect braid out by any means because I wasn't really meticulous at all. I kind of just like threw it on and like braided my hair up and like kind of like went. So, but yeah, it's good enough for me for like the weekend though, you know. Oh, Sparkle Sherelle, you were the one who said to do a cooking video. I remember that snap. What's up, girl? Oh, thank y'all. Really, I hate putting on makeup. Oh, well, let me not say I hate putting on makeup. Let's just say I really enjoy not wearing makeup because I really do take pride in my skin and also being like super comfortable in my skin. So that's one way that I kind of balance myself out, is like I don't wear makeup unless I kind of have to. So this is one of those situations why I ain't gotta wear makeup for y'all, because I know we're like, you know, we're like this, so we don't always have to come like super produced and well put together. Like, let's be honest, let's be real, we're humans. Like I said, I just woke up from a nap. I'm in like PJ clothes, like lounge clothes, house clothes. So advice on living with each other. My boyfriend and I are in the process. Honestly, like patience is like the biggest key, and I don't just mean like in one situation. It's like having patience with each other like over a span of time, because it's gonna take you time to like just get to know what each other's like living wise. Because yes, you can spend every day with somebody and spend all your time with them and love them to death, and living with them is still a challenge, because it's just, you have to learn that person's ins and outs, you know. And I think that's the biggest thing, is just be patient with each other. Choose your battles, you know. Sometimes I kind of go crazy about like little things, like, you know, food in the dishes in the sink. Like, why didn't you just like dump the food? You had enough energy to put it in the sink, but you didn't dump the, you know, like little stuff. Sometimes I have to just let it go, because it really is not worth a whole you know, ordeal, you know what I'm saying? So just be patient and compassionate. Understand that like your partner is not perfect, and they're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna have their selfish moments too. So like, I always remind myself that I want to treat Mark with the same level of compassion and care as that I would want him to treat me. So if I mess up and I want him to like give me a break sometimes, like cut me some slack, like I also have to do that for him, you know. So that's the biggest thing. I think compromise is really one that everybody always says, but I really don't like to use that word, because I don't think that you should have to compromise in a relationship, because it should work. You should be more in tune with each other, to where you both come together and you make decisions together, and you grow together, and it's a more unified thing versus like two sides coming in the middle. Like, even having that mindset is like separative and like individualistic, if you think about it, you know. Like, oh well, my side is this and your side is that, we have to find somewhere in the middle. No, like, why don't you understand my side and why don't I understand your side, and let's move together. Like that's kind of like more so like how we treat each other. Like we're moving as one, at least trying and learning how to move as one, so that we can be a unit, a true unit that makes decisions and does things together, versus always being like, well, I want this, I want that, what do you want, what do you want, you know, like it shouldn't be that kind of like back and forth. But that's just us, you know, everybody has their own thing, but that's just how we do. Sorry, I'm just reading y'all's things. Am I going to watch Claws today? Of course. Of course. You guys saw my new video that popped up today. It was so cute and so fun to make. I'm so glad so many people like really love the look. I had a lot of fun making that one for sure. All right. Are you a Christian? I would love to send you something from my women's lifestyle brand. It would be a Christian t-shirt with a saying on it. You can send me an email. It just depends on what this shirt is and stuff like that. Send me an email though. My email is jade@melroseandpark.com. It's also listed on my Instagram bios for you to like go look there as well. But just shoot me an email. Mark should drop that cereal French toast recipe. It sounds good. I know. Low key though, I could definitely see him doing like a food blog. You know what I'm saying? I could totally see him starting a food blog just for fun, and I could like totally help him do that, because he has like really bomb recipes and like really good stuff that he makes on a regular basis. We eat real good. So I definitely have to like tell him like write some of these down. Like people want to know. A question says, hi Jade, I'm in a new relationship and he's already talking about moving in together. I'm not against it, but this will be my first apartment with no roommates, so I kind of want to enjoy living alone. LOL. Girl, do not rush. He can wait. Especially if you're not like 110% ready for that, then don't jump into it. Don't get suckered into living with somebody just because they feel like it's the right move. That was one thing that I've done in the past. Like I feel like looking back on past relationships, like my past relationship where I actually lived with a guy for about 3 months, I feel like I forced it. I feel like I forced it on him without realizing how much I was forcing it, and then essentially we broke up because I don't think we were ready for it, and I don't think it was meant for us. But everything happens for a reason too. So if you do end up moving in together and you feel like that is the right move for you guys, you will see very soon if he's really about this life, if he's really down for you, and if he's really ready to be what you need him to be. Just understand it. There's pros and cons to that. Yeah, you find out, you know, what their commitment level is, but you also get caught up in kind of like, you know, sharing space and a lease and all that stuff that can kind of make things fuzzy sometimes and gray when it comes to your decision making. So I would just say be aware of that, but definitely don't feel like you're forced to don't feel forced to do that. That's like not cool. Let's see. All right, I'm trying to go back up. You learn so many things still about your partner when you live together. I've been living with my man for 3 years now. For sure. Like you just learn so much about yourself too. Like I would have never called myself like, oh, I'm selfish and I'm self-centered or anything like that. But I think, sorry if the connection is going bad. It says that the connection is going bad right now. So sorry if you guys aren't hearing me at this moment. I'm going to kind of wait it out for a second before I start talking again. Let me see if I can just like, oh wait. Can y'all hear me still? Let me scroll all the way down. Am I still good? Can y'all hear me? It's saying that there's a bad connection. Maybe y'all can't. Let me see.
Yeah. You're not a tracker. Pizza McDonald's tracker. Change how you learn, not how you live. With Capella University's self-paced FlexPath format, you can take as many courses as you want each term for one flat tuition. So you can switch now and get a brand new smartphone for free. Plus you can get a $50 bill.
Okay, sorry you guys, we got messed up a little bit. Alright, what was I talking about? Oh, okay, so I was saying how, I never would have called myself a selfish person. Why is this TV, like, so loud? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, sorry y'all, I'm sorry. I'm, like, all over the place today. So, I don't even know if y'all could hear that, but it just bothered me. But I was saying that, you know, I never considered myself like a selfish person or like somebody who was self-centered or anything like that. But when I started living with Mark, I started to notice just like how I just, you know, went about my day, did my thing, and wasn't really aware of like how I wasn't thinking of him in certain situations. And I think that was something that's helped me as a person, just being more mindful of the people around me, because I used to live with, you know, my mom, my dad, I had a stepdad, a stepmom, multiple little brothers and sisters. So I grew up living with a lot of people, but since being as an adult, I've been living on my own for like a while. So I think that's one thing that I'm learning as a person, is not just, you know, learning how to work with him, but also like being more aware of myself and how I am with other people. Yeah. All right, I'm trying to go back up a little bit because I got thrown off. Okay, changing gears a little bit. What do you think is one thing that impacted your skin the most for the better? I've been struggling with my skin lately, really trying to improve it. Any tips? Water, a better diet, like taking care of yourself. Like, I kid y'all not, when I started working out and eating better, and on top of using like really good quality skincare products, my skin changed. Yes, I've done the whole like cheaper route, like just using like, you know, coconut oils or jojoba oils and stuff like that on my face, and that works for some people. It didn't for me. I needed, you know, the more just higher end quality products. Honestly, they're made with better ingredients. Like, they just are. And I know for a lot of people it's pricey to you know, spend money on you know, $40 on a moisturizer or whatever, but it's something that I really do kind of like suggest if you are someone who is dealing with acne or just like trying to figure out what your skin is doing, because a lot of the drugstore stuff, they have extra like ingredients in them to help their shelf life. So they'll add extra things and like moisturizers and cleansers so that they won't expire on the shelf. So they're adding things that just like don't do anything for you. It could also be clogging your pores just in the ingredients. So I just like to keep it simple and use like you know, really great quality stuff. Sorry y'all, I'm about to go ahead and block these people that y'all are that y'all are talking about, because I'm like totally missing the comments. Okay, block. Alright. Okay, wait. Alright, if you guys, y'all, there's so many comments. So if I do skip your question, just put it up again so I see it. When did I know, this is turning into a relationship conversation. When did I know that I wanted to live with my boyfriend? I knew that I wanted to live with him when, okay, so he got a job promotion that was sending him here to Oregon. And we were living in Dallas, obviously, before. And we were already spending, like, every day together, like, always together. And so when he moved, I was like, you know, like, I don't think we're ready for me to move with you, but I definitely want to like go back and forth and like kind of see what that's like or whatever. And I did that for about a month or two, and I was just like, I can't do it. I was so miserable without him. Like, I'm talking about like painful. It was painful. I was so upset when he wasn't around. So that's when I knew. I like was up until 5 a.m. one day, like the night before I was supposed to go back to Dallas one time, and I was just like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I spending so much money on flights? Literally, because I'm flying out every weekend, every week, every 2 weeks, because I can and because I wanted to, and I didn't have anything unless I had to travel for work. Like, I was going to be in Oregon. So it was just one of those things where I was like, you know what, Jade, just do it. And that's how I've been about my whole life, honestly. I'm just like one of those people is like, you know what, if you feel convicted to do something, you feel something strongly, like, go for it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? And for me, the worst that could happen has literally already happened to me. So it can never be as bad as it was the first time that I moved away, fell on my face, and came back home. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And it's been good. Like, I truly believe it was the right decision for me and for us, and we've even grown so much even over the past, I think we've technically been living together for like 5 months now, almost 6 months. Well, maybe not 6 months. Well, kind of technically, yeah, 6 months. Or around there. And it's been good. I mean, and we hadn't even been dating for a year before we moved to another state together, which I know it ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody. But for us, it was the right move. I'm reading. I'm trying to scroll back up, y'all. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm like, did y'all want more skincare tips? Like, easy ones? Okay. Because I can give like more specific ones. Obviously, I have a couple videos on my channel about skincare stuff. But one of the other things, let me think, other skincare tips that I can give y'all. You don't have to cleanse your face in the morning. I know that's one thing that I like did not know about until I talked to an esthetician. But she was telling me about how the best time to wash your face, cleanse your face, is at night. That's when you should have like your longer, wait, what? Oh, sorry, I'm like reading comments. Your longer, dang it. If I keep having to block people, I'm gonna get my train of thought gets thrown off. But your longer skincare regimen should be at night. So nighttime should be when you take your makeup off, you do your really great cleanser, you do your toner, you do your face mask if you have that, you do your any sort of skin serums, your night creams, your eye creams, all of that should be at nighttime. And then in the morning, when you wake up, you should only need to really, if you sweat a lot at night or anything like that, you should maybe take some toner to your face, but you don't have to cleanse your face again, because basically what you end up doing is you end up washing off all that goodness that you put on it the night before, and then you're kind of just like re-cleansing that palette when it doesn't need to be cleansed again. Kind of like overwashing your hair or overwashing your skin, stuff like that. You don't have to do that. So that's one thing I think that really helped, was that, like, I think I was overwashing my skin a lot. I was over cleansing. So my skin was like freaking out, because it was like, okay, we need moisture, we need oil, but it keeps disappearing every morning. And it's like, no, wait, I don't have to cleanse every day. As long as my skin is moisturized and clean the night before and the morning of, like, that's, you know, that's all you need to do. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like reading somebody else's comment saying a good acne treatment is using honey. Okay, but I know a lot of people use honey, but you have to be particular about the type of honey you use. You can't just use like regular kitchen honey, like grade A kitchen honey or whatever. You have to get like the organic and like one that's going to be good for your skin. And I think those honeys are a little bit more expensive, because that's the the thing, y'all. When you use like organic or like natural oils and stuff, you just have to make sure the ones that you buy are actually like the most natural version of it, and not something with like extra chemicals and stuff like that in it, or preservatives or whatever. I don't use witch hazel anymore because it's a little too strong for my skin. My skin is pretty sensitive, and I treat it as such, so I don't use witch hazel. I used to use that all the time in college when I was like, I had so much acne in college. That was the only thing that really helped. But again, I think that if I had other toning products, they probably would have worked better for me, because I think the witch hazel was too strong, which is why my acne never really cleared up, even though I was using it. Like, it would help, but I would still have breakouts like all the time. So I think definitely when I started using the cucumber toner from Mario Badescu, that one, when I started using that in college, that really helped my face a lot, because it's a bit more calm than and more gentle than the witch hazel, but it still, like, you know, was able to close my pores and stuff after I cleansed my face. Yes, I have used African black soap before. I used to love it. The African black soap by Shea Moisture is really good. I also use a bar soap. I love bar cleansers. Like, a lot of people don't use bar soaps for their face, but I love bar soaps for my face. Like, I'll take my little Clarisonic and use it on there, or I'll take a sponge or a little face brush of some sort, and I will use a bar facial cleanser. And I don't know what it is about those, but I just really like those better for my skin. And African black soap is one of the ones that I've used before. Reading. Oh my gosh, y'all are the real MVPs for giving the other people tips. I see you guys responding back and forth to each other on here. That's awesome. I love that. Let me see. Am I involved with other deltas in my area? I'm not, because I haven't joined a grad chapter out here. I honestly haven't looked into it yet, but once I kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I'm more settled here, because I still feel like I'm new. Once I'm more settled, that's when I'll probably look into it. But it's a big commitment to join a grad chapter, especially for me, because when I was in college, I was chapter president. I was really, really involved, and that's just the type of person I am. When I'm dedicated to something, I really give my all to it. So I know that if I put myself in that position right now, I would set myself up for failure, because I wouldn't be able to fulfill everything that I would want to do in the grad chapter. So that's the only reason why I'm not in one right now, because I just can't commit to like being at a chapter meeting every month and being on committees and stuff like that right now. What's a good stick foundation drugstore brand? Honestly, I haven't really used a really good stick foundation from a drugstore. Honestly, I haven't. But I will tell y'all, the new CoverGirl Healthy Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation, everything. Like, y'all, like, for real, it is everything. It's like a really good full coverage, well, I won't even say full coverage. It's like medium coverage, but it's buildable foundation, and it's really good for the summer, because it doesn't feel heavy. Sorry, I'm like reading this crazy person on I don't know how I always get crazy people on my little lives, but that's probably just something I gotta get used to. But yeah, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the CoverGirl foundation. That stuff is really good. I've been really addicted to that lately. I've been using that like a lot. But stick foundations though that I really like the Makeup Forever stick foundation. It's the Ultra HD one, I think. I don't know the full name of it, but that one is really good. Like, really good. Do you ever stretch your hair without blow drying it? And if so, how do you do it? I don't. I don't. I don't know. You know, I think that at this point in my natural hair journey, I'm kind of over like the the really extra natural hair steps, like stretching your hair for 2 days before trying to straighten it. Like, who has time for that? Who has time to sit there and look a mess because your hair is like in these ponytails or whatever, and it looks crazy because you got all these like not like rubber bands and stuff on it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. So no, I don't do that. I just deep condition, okay? I just deep condition and I take care of my hair so that I can blow it out when I want to blow it out. Like that's yeah. Cuz I really don't have time. Like sometimes I look at some of the natural hair stuff that I used to do, or like, you know, I don't even know the other like extraness type of techniques and whatnot people do anymore, but I'm just like, y'all, you know what? It ain't that deep, okay? It ain't that deep. You're not gonna, you know, fry your hair off with when you straighten it one time. Like, I don't know, people just get so bent out of shape when it comes to heat because people get so scared. And I'm like, this is why you deep condition on a regular basis. You use products that really work with your hair and you will be fine. Like, it's like, we gotta stop stressing. We gotta stop stressing because our hair is supposed to be the one thing that we have freedom with. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not make it so deep. Okay, let me see. Oh, sorry you guys, my hand is getting tired. I need to like set this up somewhere. You know, I'm about to set it up on this little window because my hand is getting tired. Dang it, there's like, this is Mark's side of the bed and he's got crap all over the place. Okay, let me put this here. Oh wait, is this gonna work? I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't like fall. Don't fall on me. Don't fall on me. Okay, I kind of sort of can see y'all. All right. Okay, I think I've seen one of these questions pop up a few times, but I keep missing it. I think it's about Mark's Nike journey. I'm trying to scroll back up because I saw it a few times, so I know whoever's posting it keeps posting it. So my bad. Oh, Sydney, I see you. Okay, so you asked, can Mark do a video on his experience at Nike? Any advice for someone trying to work there? Yeah, we are definitely going to do that video. I kind of low-key forgot about it, not gonna lie, but he actually brought it up the other day, so I'm gonna have him do, if not a video on my platform, at least like get him to do something for his platform, like just for his like social, so people can kind of see like what he has to offer, because he's one of those people that, he's kind of like me in the sense that like we're both people that give advice to everyone around us like on a regular basis. Like we're always like the point person for a lot of different things, so I'm trying to get him to build up his own audience and be able to talk about things that he's interested in, and because that's what I really just do with y'all. I just talk about and do videos about things that I'm interested in, you know, so I'm trying to get him to a place where he gets comfortable doing that too. All right. Let's see. Can you give me an idea of some good moisturizers for thick, coarse hair? Good moisturizers. Let me think. Honestly, I don't know of any moisturizers that I could say have made a huge difference, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know of any moisturizers that I could say, oh my gosh, this is the best moisturizer ever. Like, I don't know any. I mean, there's great ones out there. I know Curls has a twisting cream, or twist out cream, twist and shout cream. I used to love that as like a moisturizer whenever I did like braid outs and twist outs. The cream that I use for my hair now is the Carol's Daughter Prakashi curl cream. I like that, but honestly, most curl creams to me work the same. Have you ever considered mentoring up and coming YouTubers? You know, I slightly thought about that, like maybe a year or two ago, and it's something that I do have interest in, because I get a lot of emails and questions and people asking me to mentor them, and it's just something that, like, in college, y'all, I mentored a lot of people in college. Like, I always had, like, dang it, I'm trying to sit this up. Oh, Lord. Y'all, work with me. Come on, phone. Dang it. Wait. Oh, we got it. Do we have balance? No, we don't. No, we don't. Hold on, y'all. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Let me try to, I'm trying to sit this up so that I don't have to, like, hold it the whole freaking time. I need my little thing. My little, hold on, you guys. I'm trying to get this right. Dang it. Whatever. Oh. Y'all, this is not working. Okay, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Okay. Whew. Okay. I don't even know what the heck I was talking about mentoring YouTubers. So it is something that I want to do, but it's something that I wouldn't do. Y'all, I'm trying. It's something that I want to do, but if I did it, I would want to make it to where it was something that I could be intentional about, that it was organized, that I could actually give my time to the people that were involved. So like I was saying, I have mentored a lot of people, and I'm the kind of mentor where I truly invest myself into you. So with that being said, I can't guarantee that I can give what I would want to give to people who ask me to mentor them right now. I'm just not in that position right now, but it is something that I think about a lot and that I want to do in the future. I want to create something, whether that be like a e-course or like a special Facebook group or something where, you know, I get on there kind of like right now, like how we're just like talking and stuff, like something where we can have conversations and talk about, and you can ask me questions and stuff like that. I would want to do. It's just something that I have to, like, you know, put my brain to first, and then kind of like jump into that. All right, so let me answer another question. I don't want to touch this because I feel like it's gonna knock over. Oh my gosh, it's not knocking over. Yay. Let's see. I started using the Aussie Moist Deep Conditioner as a leave-in and the Garnier Naturals Rinse Out Conditioner as a leave-in. You know what? That's a good idea. A lot of people don't think about that, but like you can totally use conditioners and like deep conditioners as your leave-ins. Like that is totally fine. And I know a lot of people who do that. So yeah, that's such a good idea. Are you going to, okay, next question is, are you going to make more vids outside of beauty and hair? I know you said you wanted to talk about social issues, real life issues, etc. Yeah, so here's the thing. It's like a weird balance that I continuously try to do, right? So I'm always trying to like, you know, give you guys the videos that you want. And a lot of people want the hair videos, the beauty videos, and that's what I truly love to do. That's what I, you know, love to do. That's why I started my channel and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I also have other interests in social issues and things that are going on. But the thing is that it's kind of like the politics of it all. So you have to like worry about like, okay, if I speak out about this, our brand's gonna feel a type of way, you know. And not to say that I want to sell out, or that the reason why I don't talk about a lot of things is because I'm worried about what brands think about. No, that's not the case. It's just a matter of something that does have to come into my brain, because my personal opinion is also my professional opinion in a lot of settings, and I don't get to separate those two things. So it's like, wait, hold on. Sorry, you guys. I'm like seeing people's comments and I'm trying to remove them, but yeah, so it's just like one of those things that I'm like, that's why I like doing lives, because like, of course the thing falls. Stay, please, just stay. Okay, no, it's not staying. All right. Oh God, hold on, y'all. Work with me. Okay. No, stay there. Stay. Okay. So it's just one of those things that like I've chosen to use other platforms to be more vocal about certain issues. So yes, I have videos here and there on my channel about talking about other things, but I'll talk about social issues and things going on way more on like Snapchat or on my blog or on a live like this, on Instagram Live. I use those times and those platforms to actually have conversation with you guys outside of just hair, just beauty, stuff like that, because yeah, I think it's important. And I'm not just hair and beauty. So yeah. I want to do more videos. It's just a matter of like how to do them to where people would actually enjoy them, because I don't know, it's something about me where I don't want to just like tell you how I feel, what I think, and all that all the time. I want to talk about things, like have a conversation, and it's kind of hard to do that when you're just filming a video of you talking for 30 minutes and no one else is like interacting. So yeah. Let's see. Oops, dang, y'all. Next week, I'm gonna have this set up to where I don't have to keep pushing and moving this stinking phone. All right, next question is from Michaela. My hair was crazy soft after using the Superfruit Deep Conditioner from Shea Moisture as a overnight leave-in. Okay, cool. But this is the thing though. I would be cautious about doing overnight leave-ins, like overnight deep conditioning. So just to let y'all know, your hair really cannot soak up much more out of a product beyond about an hour. So if you liked it as a leave-in, great, that's awesome. But the overnight aspect of it really isn't what does it. It's a matter of your hair just actually getting everything that it needed from that product. So definitely like keep doing that. But for the other people out there, just know that like you're better off just adding a heat source and doing your deep conditioner for like 20 or 30 minutes, or leaving your deep conditioner on for like an hour and then rinsing it out, because that's about as much as your hair is really going to get out of that product. Let's see. Okay. Do you know anything about porosity and what it means? So porosity is kind of like a complicated thing, and it's supposed to deal with like your hair's ability to retain moisture and hold on to moisture. And it's really honestly super complicated. I used to know my hair porosity like 5 years ago and all that, but obviously this is all new hair. I don't have the same hair as I did 5 years ago, so that's another thing. Like porosity is cool, and if you want to go into it that deep, you can. I don't have time for that. I'm sorry. I'm not a lazy natural whatsoever, but there are just certain things that people do in the natural hair community that I just don't subscribe to. I'm like, okay, cool, like I'd rather just test things out because I know my hair than focus on like what's my porosity. Oh, I have low porosity, which means is it like, it's just too much. Because honestly, if I was to take a piece of hair from this strand out and put it and it was low porosity, okay, cool, but I could have high porosity over here. So it's like, yes, you can guesstimate like what your porosity is, but honestly your porosity could vary, not even just like in parts of your hair, but also like between like the levels of your strands of your hair. So you could have low porosity in one area down here, but then high porosity up here because this is new growth. You know what I'm saying? So it's too like up in the air for me to be able to like rely on that. Let's see. Oops. All right. All Star, this is your shout out. I don't know who you are, but there you go. Let's see. Are you looking forward to any vacations this summer? Honestly, I don't really have any vacations planned for the summer. I already kind of did my vacations in the spring. So I went to Jamaica and I went to Miami. So those are kind of my vacations. And then I also just got back from being home for a week. So that was also like a vacation, but not really, because I was working the whole time doing the baby shower and the proposal and everything. So, I just plan on enjoying the summer. Summertime is kind of like my busy season because a lot of brands do a lot of shoots and fall campaigns and stuff during the summer. So like last summer, I was so busy. So I anticipate it's probably going to be like that for me this summer too. So, that's why I did my vacations like in the spring, because I knew that like the summer always is like that for me. What do you think are some crazy natural hair trends that need to die? Honestly, the whole porosity thing, that's one. I'm just like not here for it anymore. Honestly, I don't even know like what are the newer trends because I do not watch like natural hair videos like that anymore. Back in the day when I was like really researching a lot of things and trying to see what people were doing and stuff like that, I used to do a lot of like the weird, not weird, but like I used to like massage my scalp for 2 minutes a day. Like, who has time for that? Like, who has time to massage their scalp every day? I'm not that dedicated. I'm just not. I just know that at the end of the day, if my hair's gonna grow, it's gonna grow. If God wants me to have long hair and long, healthy hair, He's gonna make it to where I can do that. Like, that's one thing I'm just like, golly, some of that stuff. Another thing I wish would die, these hair pills, y'all, these hair growth oils. Like, I know they work for some people and I've used them in the past, but I'm just over it because I think that they give too much leeway to people thinking that it's like, it's too borderline of selling you a dream. Like, let's be honest, like, unless you do every single thing right, your body chemistry works with the pills or the oils or whatever, and you do this and you do that, I just think that people need to stop being so desperate to have length. I think more so than anything else, if you focus on health, you will have long hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's inevitable. If you focus your efforts on trying to find the quickest pill or oil to make your hair grow, then you're never going to end up focusing on the health of your hair because you're so focused on, oh, well, I got to do this and this and this, and if I do this and this and this, my hair will be perfect. Instead of saying, well, you know what? If I just ate better and deep conditioned and got regular trims and got back to the basics, then I would have long hair, and it would probably happen in near the same length of time because you're still even with the hair pills and stuff, you're more prone to like drinking water because the pills tell you to drink water. It's because the water helps your hair. It's like it's all of that. So that's another one. I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm over the little pills. But people do claim that they work for them. So I'm not saying that it's one thing that like I say never works, because like I know a lot of people who use them and say that they're really good, they work for them. I just am not one of those people anymore. I did that like 5 years ago, honestly, and I'm kind of over it at this point. Can you give any advice for those who want to start successful Instagram pages like yours? By the way, I love your hair. Thank you. Gosh, the fact that people ask me how to start an Instagram page is kind of like insane, because I started, y'all, when like that wasn't even a question. Like, even last night I was at a friend's house and we were having like a game night, and everybody was like, everybody was talking about like Instagram and how to grow your followers and stuff like that. And somebody had said something about like your Instagram ratio, like, you know, your ratio between your followers and your the people that you follow, and keeping it at like a 2% or some craziness. And I was like, wait, what? People actually like care about that? And I'm like, wow, I'm really like out of touch with what it's like to start on Instagram and really focused on like building a following, because like it was not that like that even 2 years ago. Right now, Instagram and YouTube and Google make it really, really, really hard for people to start up. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The algorithms are really catered to the people who already have followings to stay up here, and the people who don't have followings to stay down here. Unless you can somehow connect the two, whether that be through collaboration or you just so happen to pop up on the explore page, like, you really cannot do anything else to really push your following, you know, excessively higher in a short amount of time. It just doesn't happen anymore. Even tagging, like, tagging can work still, but it is not nearly as effective as it used to be. So it's just unfortunate, because like, what do? You know, like, what is the alternative for people who are trying to start up? And honestly, it's really going to come down to word of mouth. It's you you know, reaching out to other people who are similar size YouTuber as you or Instagrammer as you, collaborating. One of the biggest things I always tell people is talk to your audience. People care when you engage with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people think that Instagram is all about curating a feed and having it look really pretty and having a balance of like flowers and selfies and, you know, all these different, and it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about engaging your audience. It's about creating content that you're interested in, that you like, that other people like, and that you connect with other people that have like minds as you. So everybody's not going to like the same things, right? But at the same time, there is a community of people out there that like things that you like. Whether that be, you know, you want to start an Instagram page about cats. There are people who love cats all over the world, you know, but you just have to make sure that you're being true to that audience. So like, if you truly just love cats, don't try to post pictures of dogs and mice and turtles because you see that mice and turtles and dogs get a lot of followings. You know what I'm saying? Like, stick to what you know, stick to what you like, and it just makes the whole experience more enjoyable too, because when you start chasing after notoriety and numbers and followers and all that, that's when it just gets stressful as hell. It's not fun anymore, and you just get burnt out really, really fast. So that's my, you know, little bit of advice on that note. It's just like, I understand y'all, in the sense of, not necessarily understand, because I understand that I have a large following, but I have empathy for people who are starting out, because I'm like, yo, if I was to start out right now, I don't know if I can make it. I really don't, because it is really, really tough out here. And you cannot be weak. You cannot be wishy-washy. You can't be inconsistent. Like, you have to stay on it. You have to. So I see somebody just asked, let me see here. The most successful people are the ones who can connect. Absolutely. You're so right. When is merch coming, Jade? Ugh. You guys, okay, I had a little merch project going, and it kind of got halted just because of a couple things that happened, but merch is still on my mind. I really want to do something. I just have to find the right thing. That's it. That's all it is. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to give you guys something that is a piece of me. I'm ready to do that. I just haven't found that right thing yet. So once I do that, you guys already know it's gonna be like, it's gonna be awesome. But I don't wanna half-ass anything. I don't wanna, you know, do anything regular. I wanna do it that way. It makes me feel like this is a piece of me, like this is my baby. Like, I want that type of feeling when it comes down to my merch. So when that happens, I will let you guys know. If YouTube died tomorrow, what would you do? If YouTube, oh shoot. If YouTube died tomorrow, well, that's an interesting question. So if YouTube died tomorrow, then I would just stay on Instagram and my blog and do that. If you ask the question of if like the internet died tomorrow, I still have my degrees. I have my bachelor's degree in educational, my bachelor's degree is in development and family studies, and a focus in like administration, and then my master's degree is in education policy and leadership with a focus in higher education. So I could go work at a university tomorrow if I wanted to. I could go teach tomorrow if I wanted to. I could go work for a nonprofit tomorrow if I wanted to. I could do a lot of things. I could go work for a business. I could go consult in marketing, stuff like that. You know, like, I'm a smart girl, y'all. I'm a smart cookie, okay? Best believe, if the internet died tomorrow, I'm gonna be good, okay? Because that is something that could really happen. Like this shit could just cut off tomorrow. It really could. So people who put their whole lives, you know, in one basket, you can't do that. You can't live your life that way, because anybody could lose their job tomorrow, like, for real. Anybody could, you know, turn up, you're a hairstylist, but then you get in a car accident, you break your legs, you're in a wheelchair. What do? You're a hairstylist. You know, like, there's always gonna be something that could happen that could just flip your world upside down. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have skills that are transferable, right? So a lot of the skills that I got going to grad school, going to college, I take into YouTube. And a lot of people on YouTube don't do that. A lot of people on YouTube, are straight out of high school, or they're in high school, or they're grown and they work other jobs or whatever, and they only do YouTube, and they've only done YouTube. And that's one thing I thank God for. Like, even though I'm not working in higher education right now, best believe if I'm like 40, 45, I'm kind of over being on the internet and doing stuff like this, like I would love to go teach. Like I would be happy doing that. And that's what I do here, y'all. I like talk to y'all. I teach y'all things. I feel like I'm still an educator. So it's kind of like this is the time where I'm really embracing being able to be an educator in my own way, and I love that. I love my life. I love the fact that I have the freedom to do what I do, and even more reason why I'm grateful for the position that I'm in, because I understand that I didn't have to be here, and I could have been in so many other positions in my life right now, but God placed me here because I had faith, because I worked really, really, really incredibly hard. And even though I didn't work directly towards this completely, but at the end of the day, I always think about, like, I've been doing YouTube since 2011, since I was in college, in undergrad. I never gave it up. I always kept going, even though I didn't think that this was going to turn into my job. I just loved doing it, and I just loved connecting with people online, and it was somewhere I felt like comfortable. And here we are, so you never know what your passion or where your passion could take you. You just have to be faithful, and you have to stick with it. Like, don't give up on your passions because you got a great job that pays the bills and is comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because I had that. I had grad school, I had a good job, I had really great business connections, like all that. But I never gave up on my YouTube because it was my fun thing. It was like the thing that I love to do. So don't give up on your daydream, I guess, because even if it never pays the bills, even if you can't leave your job to go do it full time, you can still do both. Exactly. Someone said it's room for both. Exactly. Like, you have to find your happiness somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find something that gives you happiness, because that's just as good as getting your bills paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're paying your bills and you're not happy, what is the point? Like, what is the point of life if you're not living it happily? Like, that simple question, but it's so real, and something that people really do not ask themselves. Like, are you happy? Are you happy with your life? Does this feel like your life? Like, there were so many times where I felt like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, I was like, this is not my life. Like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I feel out of place. I feel out of place with the people around me. Like, why do I look and feel so differently than other people? Like, why is that? And it's because I was never meant to be around those people. I was never meant to be like them. I was never meant to go work a corporate job like my twin sister. I was never meant to go be a teacher like a bunch of my line sisters and friends from college. I was supposed to do this. And I was supposed to take all of my experiences and bring them into this, you know what I'm saying? So that I could still connect with people on that level. So that's why I'm able to speak the way that I speak, talk the way that I talk, because I'm literally living my life unapologetically, and I've worked really hard to get here. And like, I want to show people that you can do it too. Y'all, I literally, golly, now y'all give me started now. Y'all getting me started now. So I literally, and I know a lot of y'all saw my heartbroken, broken, single or something, whatever I named that video. And oh, hold on, y'all. And it's just crazy because I grew up, my parents were in the military, and I grew up, you know, I would say middle class, you know, like we had things, but we weren't rich or anything like that. But again, it's perspective, because to a lot of people I would have had a lot, and to some people I would have had very little. So it's just perspective. And growing up, like, my parents always taught me how to work hard and do this and do that, and I always saw my parents in the military, so I always, like, it's like, oh, you know, if I can't figure out what I want to do with my life in high school, I'll just go into the military. I'll just, you know, go into the Air Force like my parents. And I remember my dad told me, he was like, no, like, you're going to college, you're going to be a civilian, you're going to live your life, you're not going to give your life to the military, like, you're going to do this. And my parents, my whole family is military, so in high school and college, like, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do with my life, like, at all. I did not know what I wanted to do. And I was like, I remember in my first semester in college, I wanted to quit. I wanted to leave. I was like, yo, this is not for me. I'm about to go to cosmetology school. I'm about to just become a hairstylist. I'm about to just, like, you know, do hair and be happy. And that's when I started, like, really getting into YouTube. This was back in 2009. This is before I actually started my own channel. And I just hated it. I was super depressed. I was also on some crazy ass birth control that was making me a crazy person. So that had probably something to do with it as well. But honestly, a lot of people don't realize that your first year in college is really stressful, and a lot of students deal with depression in college their first year, because a lot of people think that, you know, going to college is such a marvelous and amazing experience. It's like, wow, like, finally getting to college is like you've won the lottery, like, you're there, you made it. But that's only the beginning. And I think people don't talk enough about you know, the struggle of that first year. A lot of students don't make it to year 2 because they just cannot handle the pressure and the expectation and stuff like that. So anyway, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And I go through college, I start learning about, you know, higher education and how I could work in higher ed, and I love that, and I was really into it and all these things. And then I was still doing YouTube here and there or whatever. And since then, you know, until this year, until 2016, I never made more than $20,000 a year. I think a couple years here and there I made like 15. Like, I was definitely under the poverty line for sure. But I didn't know what else to do. My parents weren't like bailing me out or anything. It was just like I had to figure life out. And to see myself, like, in retrospect, you know, looking back, it's like I worked my ass off. I worked my ass off to get to where I am now. And, you know, I thank God for his grace, because there are so many situations where shit could have really hit the fan. Like, shit could have really hit the fan, but it didn't. And, you know, that's one thing I always try to push to people. I'm like, you have to give yourself a chance. You have to give yourself an opportunity to blossom, to grow, and understand that, like, shit's gonna be hard. Like, not just like play hard, like, oh, it's gonna be a difficult time. No, it's gonna be hard. Like, life is hard, but you have to push yourself. You have to believe that you can do it. And you can't focus on, like, you know, trying to be what somebody else is, trying to do what somebody else is doing. You have to focus on, like, what do you truly want to do, like, with your life, you know? So that's like my biggest thing right now. Is like, what the hell makes me happy? That's what I'm doing. I'm not living my life for nobody, like, no one. So that's like, so that's been so heavy on my heart lately. So that's like, okay, so I see y'all's comments. I'm like, you're writing so much, I want to read. Okay, so give me a second, y'all, so I can read some of your comments. Yes, y'all, depression and mental health is real. It is real. Your talks really make me feel like I have a long distant virtual older sister. Is that weird? No, that is so exactly spot on, because I never had a big sister growing up. I'm the oldest of 6. And so I always had older kids around me that were like big sisters and big brothers. So I just kind of naturally fell into, like, this place. Like, I'm always everyone's big sister. Yeah, so the fact that you say that, I love it, because that's what I want to be. Like, I love that role. I love being the big sister, because the big sister is someone you can talk to, you can be open with, but they're wise, so you know that they're going to tell you things that are, like, good for you and that are in your best interest. Your big sister is the one that's going to tell you what you need to hear versus what you want to hear. Like, I love that, because that is so me. Because I'm so deep and I'm so genuine, and I am not here to pump your head up. I'm not here to to give you false hope. I'm here to celebrate you when you are being great. I'm here to pick you up when you need that pick me up, you know, like that's what I love to do, whether that be in person or virtually. Jessica says, I dealt with depression as well. If you don't know what you want and aren't prepared for change, it'll hit you hard. Plus, there's so much pressure. Yes, it's very true. Paula says, I definitely went through this trying to manage what I wanted with the expectations my parents had. Yes, y'all. Your parents' expectation of you is so heavy. And I think that, again, enough people outside of like the college space don't talk about it. Because I was in higher ed and I worked with students and I studied students and student life and what it means to what it means for a student to come to college and what kind of happens. The pressure is heavy. And I was even talking to one of Mark's cousins when we were at home. He just finished his first year of college and he was like, I don't know if I want to go back. And everybody was kind of being more lighthearted about it, and I kind of like looked at him and I was like, you know, do you feel like you're doing the right thing right now? Do you feel like college is the right thing for you? And he was like, honestly, he's like, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be there. Like, I just want to be a firefighter and I want to help people and I just want to go get my associates and become a firefighter. But I know my parents want me to be in college. And he goes to a really prestigious college. And I told him, I was like, their parents are going to be happy for you when you're happy and successful. They don't care what you do. And irregardless if they did, it's your life. So you have to do what you're happy about. And not enough people tell kids that are going into college or getting ready for college that you don't have to do it. You don't have to. Yes, some kids need that extra push to say, no, you're going because I know better for you. But that's a really hard balance because you have to know who that person is. Your parents have to have a good pulse, because there are parents out there who force their kids to go to college who should have never gone to college, who should have just gone to a vocational school, learned a skill, and they would have been totally happy. But because they're in this system where they do not fit, that's not necessarily meant for them, they get lost in it. And it's really deep for a lot of people because that level of pressure and expectation is so real. It's like something that anytime, because I have all my younger brothers and sisters are all at that entering college age. So like my little sister just finished her first year. My little brother is going into his first year this fall. I have two younger brothers that will be right back to back after them. So I talk to them all the time about college, and I'm like, listen, I've done the research. I literally have a master's degree in this. If you don't want to do it, don't. College is not for everyone. But what's important is for you to critically think about what you want to do with your life. You don't have to plan out 20 years when you're 18. That's a lot of pressure to decide what the hell you want to do for the next 20 years when you're 18, 19 years old. Like, that shit is low-key crazy to think that an 18-year-old could possibly know what they want to do for the next 20 years. So that idea is just crazy in itself. But again, because of the way that higher education, especially in America, has grown, it is so subjective to the person, to so many different things. So I like to be that person who's like, hey, I have multiple degrees over here, and I actually got a degree in higher education, and I'm telling you, it ain't for everybody, okay? It isn't. Decide what you want to do with your life and be happy. That is the goal. Like, stop trying to live for other people. Stop trying to live for your parents. Stop trying to live for your church. Stop trying to live for your friends. Stop trying to live for anybody except yourself and God. Like, your connection with your spirit and a higher power, whoever you believe in, whether that is God, Allah, whoever. That's what it needs to be about. Not about what the hell your parents want you to do. Not about what your friends are doing. Everybody else is going to a big school. Everybody else is going to UT or these big Texas school, whatever, like state schools. You don't have to go do that. But we make people feel like they have to go do that. And that's where I have an issue, because you really don't have to do anything but be yourself. Like, that's it. That's it, you know. So let me see what else y'all are saying. I know I just don't want to worry about calling in multiple times because my kid is sick. Oh wait, I think y'all are talking about something else. I'm like, what are you talking about? But I know y'all have your own little conversations in here, which I totally love and totally agree with. So keep doing that. Oh yeah, and we're not even gonna get into these student loans. That's another reason why, if you don't want to do it, if it's not meant for you, like, don't jump into it. Because a lot of kids jump into college not knowing what they want to do. They take out all these loans because they don't know, like, what the difference is, what it really means to have $80,000 in debt. Like, you don't really know what that means or what that feels like until you're in it. So, it's crazy, crazy. Let me see what else. I wanted to go to college just because that was the next step. I didn't finish and I don't regret it. I want to go into business for myself and I've yet to figure out what that is. And that's fine, honestly. Like, I think people have to be more, open about what college can be. Like, why are you going to college? People go to college for different reasons. Some people go to college for job placement. They go to get a job. That's their end goal. Other people go to college for enlightenment, which is where higher education even comes from. Higher education was never a necessity. It was never it was a luxury. Okay, it was a luxury for years before it became something more common and more accessible. Hell, black people couldn't even go to college until like the early 1900s. Legally in America, and women couldn't even go to college until that wasn't that long ago. Like, it really was not that long ago that people other than white men could even go to college. So that right there tells you that college, the way that we see it today, is not how it originally was created. So we have to think about that. Like, what is the goal? If the goal is, hey, I just want to take some classes so I can learn a few things so that I can go start my business, do that. Like, no one is saying that that's a bad thing. But again, it's a culture that we've created that, you know, you have kindergarten classes that have their mascot is, you know, the university mascot, you know, like, oh, like in Texas A&M is a huge state school. You know, you have kindergarten classes that are the Aggies, you know what I'm saying? And so I understand, like, you know, putting into a child's head at 5 years old that college is a good college is a goal, you know, that should be a goal. But I take it back a little bit because it's like we're also teaching that the Aggies going to a big state school that costs $50,000 a year is the goal. And that's not necessarily the goal. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, we have to be mindful of that type of stuff. Like, yes, we can talk to our kids about college, but we have to be careful about what aspects of college we push more than others. So that balance is why I think we're in the states we are in now in, you know, college. Yeah, to a lot of people, college is a business. It has become a business. You've got these huge sports teams. Like, let's not even talk about collegiate athletics. Like, let's not even talk about that, because that in itself has spiraled the higher education world in America out of mother effing control. Okay, that is a huge part of the reason why a lot of crap is just all over the place. But that's a whole nother live, y'all. That is a whole nother live. But I'm loving our conversation right now, y'all, but I gotta go. I've already been on here for 73 minutes, and I've really enjoyed you guys. I think that having the more open kind of conversations, I know, having the more open conversations, if I can keep this on. No, y'all, it worked this whole time, and now I don't want to go. I know, y'all, I know. I wish I could stay longer, but I got stuff I gotta do. And it's Father's Day, so I don't want to be like on live all night and Mark is downstairs. So I know, I don't want to leave either, but come back next week, you guys. I think I like this more open forum type of vibe. Sometimes, so like the last one I did, we were I know, y'all, this phone has been a struggle. Last time we did a May favorite, so sometimes we'll do like more topic focused lives, and then other times like today, I woke up from my nap and I said, you know what, we're still doing the live today, so we're just gonna talk. The next live will be the same time next week at 5 p.m. PST. So, but make sure you guys are on notifications too, and it'll pop up when I go live each week. And so you guys can tune in next time. What was I about to say? I just lost my train of thought because I'm like reading y'all's comments. But I think today was awesome. We had a great conversation today. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome. We had a great attendance and engagement today. I really felt y'all in this live today. So yeah, until next week though, definitely check out the videos I posted this week. We had a vlog go live this week, which was hella like, oh, it was so emotional for me to even edit that vlog. I was like crying as I was editing it because it was just like so much beautifulness from last week in my family. So it was crazy. And then also did the video that went live today too, so check those out. Meet me back here next week, same time, same place. Well, maybe not in the same place, but you know what I mean. All right, you guys, I love y'all. Have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy the rest of y'all's week. Be great this week, okay? This is Sunday. I feel like I need to end each live with like a pep talk for you guys to like start your week off on the right note, okay? So let me give y'all my little pep talk, okay? Let me get situated. Okay, hold on. All right, y'all. This week, all right? This week, we're going to be great, okay? We're going to be focused. We're going to showcase our best selves when we go out into the world. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you might be a little cranky. You may not want to go to work. You may not want to go to school. But you know what? Everything is happening in your favor. Everything is happening for your best interest. So whatever craziness may be going on in your life, whatever frustrations, BS that might be coming up, whatever, just try your best to remember to push out your best self, to say, okay, am I being my 90% best self? Am I being my 75% best? Or am I being my 100% best? Okay? That's all I got for you guys today. I am going to be I will see you guys somewhere on the internet, obviously on Instagram, Snapchat, whatevs. But hope you guys enjoyed this live with me. Oh my gosh, I don't want to go. Y'all are fun. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I love y'all. Mwah. Oh, I see somebody said that the straight hair video, it will be up in a couple weeks. It's a sponsored video with Sally Beauty, which is why it's taking a while for it to go up. It's done. It's been finished. I just have to wait for them to give me all their approvals and stuff like that. So it's the name of the game. It's what I gotta do. But it will be coming, you guys. It will be coming. So yeah, I love y'all. Peace, peace, peace.